5 World News.
Have you ever watched the intense and bloody battles in Game of Thrones and thought to yourself, I wish I was there? Well, some people actually do. We followed them on a TV tourism trip to the northernmost of the 7 kingdoms. And it turns out when it's not being ransacked by barbarous invaders, Winterfell is quite lovely. Here's ABC's Nick Watt.
Winterfell Castle, as seen on HBO's Game of Thrones and in real life. Not quite so alluring in person.
What they've done is they've taken this image, they've copied and pasted it and stuck it on the other side.
CGI. No matter. To fans of arguably the greatest TV show ever made, this is like a pilgrimage to the principal location, Northern Ireland.
This is where it all began. The very opening sequence of Game of Thrones was filmed here.
They don't CGI the natural scenery so much, there's no need. And our guide, Thorne,
what you will discover is they break with convention.
He's an extra on the Powerhouse series. Can't you tell?
You can see there we're looking straight down then into Rob's camp, which is the area then behind me.
Rob's brought the north with him.
This just one of many tours now milking the connection.
If you went in through the set on the left, that would take you into the throne room.
A little over $50, you're on a bus.
We're going to drive down to the oldest part of Castle Ward.
And you can see it all from the dark hedges to the Iron Islands.
So young Will kind of climbs up the outside of it and looks in. He sees all the scary stuff and he sees a girl pinned to the tree. She was attached here, so he's looking up, looking here, and then he runs away.
Ready? You gonna pose?
With a little cosplay thrown in, this is changing the fabric of society in this once restive province.
We had a joke in the past, you know, it wasn't uncommon to get stopped in Belfast. People come along and they say, are you a Catholic or are you a Protestant? Now with so many people involved in Game of Thrones, you're more likely to be stopped nowadays and asked if you're a Lannister.
The series worth an estimated $260 million plus to Northern Ireland in production jobs and tourism. Here at the Kewan, you can even stay where cast and crew stayed shooting seasons 1 and 2.
It's a lovely, authentic, rustic experience. They can choose to stay in the room of the star they wish.
Sean Bean's room, please. Obviously. Lights, camera, travel. TV and film tourism is booming worldwide. Destination number 1, New Zealand. Far away and oh so filmy. Want to fly over a Lord of the Rings set? Be their guest. Film production in New Zealand now more than $1 billion a year business. Employs 14,000 locals, brings in many more tourists. Avatar was made down here.
Outstanding.
So was Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh!
It's why our own Sarah Haynes went down under.
This is right where they did that scene here, all the cameras down here. That wall of water comes around the corner in front of us, gets the Black Riders.
Oh my goodness. You've got the best office with a view.
I like visitors as much as the next Hobbit.
But it's the Hobbit trilogy alone that is now given as the #1 reason for coming by 18% of people.
Again, it's just one of the many transformations of Los Angeles.
This is Chase McNeil, leads location tours here in Los Angeles, home of the movies.
What is it that makes people want to come and see the place where a movie was shot?
I think it's the curiosity of how the sausage is made. They're wondering, how did the magician craft this experience for people?
Griffith Observatory, scene of Rebel Without a Cause, Terminator, and more recently, La La Land.
They arrive and they pull right up here and then they actually sneak into the observatory. The next shot after they arrive is on the Parapet Promenade, which is right on the outside of the planetarium. And then they sneak into the planetarium where they have a very fantastical dance scene.
Chase says he can offer a bespoke tour, taking in any movie shot here in LA. Beverly Hills Cop 1, Pretty Woman,
That's one of the reasons they're looking for perhaps an access to this fiction, is because they want more access to that fiction.
Back in Winterfell, I mean Northern Ireland.
Cheer.
Will film sets eclipse real attractions of old? The Statue of Liberty, Tower of London, Pyramids of Giza? Maybe not, but...
Anybody who has not seen Game of Thrones. So there's a little bus stop up here. We usually put them off here and they can walk back to the city.
So these days you must be versed in modern TV to truly appreciate this ancient land.